Skibidi Warriors. Skibidi Warriors. A little free-to-play friendly Roblox game. Today we're gonna talk about another update in this wonderful game, and I also have a few things to show you. Some of them you might like, others probably not. Currently in version 1.8.8, the Lunar Spring event, with a check-in, Titan challenges, complete like event quests and stuff, and also Robux units. And this is something we're going to talk about because this event features a new unit, Titan Drillman Joyous Reunion. As you can see, we're also quite close to getting it. I'm only like 1.8k away. 1.4k, I'm sorry, which is basically a day and a half at this point because we have a boss to beat. Yeah, so if we go in here, we have a new boss that is spawning, and we can beat it relatively fast. Boom! Yeah, it simply exists, and then it's gone. Together with that, we also have a new ornament. We have the Fortune Lucky Cap, and the Fortune Lucky Cap has the following effect. The Fortune Lucky Cap gives us minus 5% damage taken, same as the standard head that we get right at the start. Plus, instead of the XP bonus of the standard head, we here have a chance, whenever we're taking damage, just a 10% chance to nullify the damage. That could help a lot of you, because a lot of you are dying in Endless, and also including me. What could also help is another Titan that we're having, because we're not only having the Titan Drillman Joyous Reunion, we also have the Titan Clockman Joyous Reunion. And this unit, we're gonna talk about that in a bit. So anyway, let's check out what this Titan Drillman can do. Beast Rampage. Leaps towards enemies, dealing 330% DPS AoE damage every 2 seconds. And that is quite a decent attack. I've already tried it now and I'm gonna show you. Together with that, it has Spring Thunder Wrath. When a boss appears, enter Berserk mode. Suppress the boss for 3 seconds, dealing 400% DPS per second, followed by 250% DPS per second. Sounds really interesting. Unfortunately, and that's what I'm gonna show you as well, we're gonna try it out because we have unit cards for it. Here. We're gonna try that one out. We're gonna unequip all the things. Unfortunately, something that I've found out already is that the suppress, at least from what I could see, doesn't really work. However, we're gonna try it out together. We're gonna equip the Titan Drillman, and then we go into Endless and see what it will be doing. And as we can see here, he's actually, well, I wouldn't say it's comfortable to watch. It is definitely a lot going on the screen, and I can imagine, especially if you're playing on mobile, this is probably not that nice to follow. However, he is indeed doing some damage. We gotta keep in mind his damage is coming from. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the sound again. That was a mistake. His damage is coming from my weapon because my weapon is really strong. That's what we always have to keep in mind. The 400 damage, or like the 330% DPS. That's, by the way, in case that you're wondering, usually it's 330% as AoE damage every 2 seconds, based on my DPS. And my current DPS is 210T. So he's doing, I think, 600T damage, and as we can see, they have 1 billion. It is literally a joke. I wish they would finally release an item to bring us higher on Endless, but I also have some good news. Okay, so we are currently at 328. Had to go a bit further because it is, impossible to find something that survives in a lower thing. Never mind, it's still dead. Wait, it spawned dead? Okay, wait, okay, give me a second. Okay, we're now at 404. It's a bit tricky to survive if you're not attacking, but I wanted to check if this unit can actually stun the boss for 3 seconds. I mean, it says suppress, means that the boss should at least not attack me for 3 seconds. And we'll see if it does that. We're instantly getting lasered. Yeah. To be honest, I'm not gonna try it again. A factor, I tried it a couple times. It is not really suppressing any boss. So, it's nice to have. It has owned HP and equipped damage. Does a little bit of damage. It's an okay starting unit. But it unfortunately doesn't really add anything. What does add anything is, however, this wonderful new Titan. The Titan Clockman Joyous Reunion. Let me show you what it does. It has the Blooming Prosperity. Attacks with a confetti machine gun, dealing 500% DPS area damage per second. So it starts off with 500% as normal attack damage. Together with that, we have a Fortune Shield, where it launches fireworks in the air, dealing 700% DPS, and an additional, that's important, additional 3% of max HP per second to all enemies on the map. Also effective against bosses. That is quite important, because we will see a ridiculous behavior against bosses. Together with that, simultaneously increases the player's final damage by 50%, damage reduction by 30%, and max HP by 100%. Last 50 seconds with a 5-second CD. We're gonna use a trial card, and I'm gonna tell you more about that after we did that. So we're gonna use the trial card and equip it, and then those two will be our carries for the moment. And we can see what happens if we use them. Okay, so we're a little bit high now. It is 383, and I want to show you the following things. So you can see he's still getting around and basically shredding through everything. Still one-shotting stuff, pretty normal stuff. But what he's doing is what he's doing now. That is the special part. You can see how the boss bar is literally falling down without even an attack. And the funny thing about that is that it's actually not like with the others. You could say, hey, there's a lot of damage going on. No, it's not. That is his special ability that is draining percentual damage of his life bar. And I can show you that that's true as soon as we're entering another boss. Okay, we are at 989 now, and I'm gonna unequip my good weapon, and I'm gonna equip the biggest trash. This one. I now have the biggest trash weapon, and you can see I'm basically not doing any damage anymore, and I have to be careful to not die. But what you can see as well is that he's still gonna drain down everything in a second while he's up in the air. And that is the thing that is so dumb about this unit, because he's gonna do the same with the boss in a few seconds. So here's the boss, and I'm not doing anything to it, but you can see the life bar is still draining rapidly, even though nothing else but him is attacking the boss. The only thing he's doing, when he's on the ground, he's basically harmless. He's not doing damage, as my weapon is not doing damage either. Yeah, it's only, like, you can see when I'm shooting and nothing happens. It's just a 0 damage weapon, but this skill is fucking ridiculous, because it drains down this bar, and it has no, like, it doesn't matter how big that number is. It can be 200T, 200 QD, or 200 QN, and it will still do the same thing over and over and over. And this is so ridiculous. With that thing, no matter what you're having, you see I have the biggest trash weapon, and I'm just dodging. I'm literally just dodging. I'm running around it. I'm not attacking a single time, and he's gonna drain him down. He is killing the boss himself in 3 phases without anything I'm doing. Imagine how fucking broken it is if you're a new player, or new-ish player, and you're just investing about 1,300 Robux, I think it is. Currently, it will be 4,500 after, according to the unit UI, to get this broken unit, and to just be able to, yeah, shred through every unit. He's doing the same with the toilets, by the way. I'm just running. Yeah, I could basically almost macro that for it to run in circles, assuming that the camera would follow. Just run in circles, and you can see nothing is harming me. Everything is fine. They are not hitting me. I'm just running my circles, and it's dying. Yeah, I could literally do that all the time, and that is almost a guarantee to be high on the leaderboard, because nothing can stop me. There's no time limit whatsoever. There's no damage cap. I'm just gonna run around. Yeah, that's all I'm doing. I'm just running around. I mean, I can equip my good weapon again, so it's a bit faster. Boom. But in the end, nothing will change. It's just faster. Yeah, so again, here are the toilets. We're just running away, and he's doing the fireworks. Fireworks is exploding everything. There's the next boss. He's just draining it down. Higher amount of HP, same bar, it's just draining. No difference. I'm just dodging. I literally have to. It's a guarantee. It's a guarantee to win. This is the strongest unit in the game for Endless, for bosses, or maybe even for normal units as well if you could dodge well enough. But like, at least for bosses, as long as they are not targeting you from any distance possible. I mean, even if you can just use the shield, right? You can just use a shield or whatever, but or you can here just make them slower or whatever. But it is a guarantee. I mean, if you want to be sure that the boss is not attacking you, you can also do something else, which I will show you in a bit. Because if I take another boss, that is a problem for me. Boom, we're gonna hit him, and he's frozen. And at this point, he can keep attacking him. He's still frozen. He's not doing anything to me. I don't need to shoot him constantly because I don't want to kill him. But I can freeze him. And when I freeze him, he's not attacking me. And then when he defreezes, we can do the same again. Hello? No proc. No proc. Now it's the proc. So he is frozen again. And now I can just watch him getting burnt down. It is ridiculous. It is the biggest joke I've ever seen. And to show you how ridiculous it is, because you might say, hey, you're super strong, this is a lowish stage. Yeah, you're right. These bosses are actually not a danger to me, and if I use my full team, they're actually dying quite fast. But I will still show you 2 runs now side by side, and I want you to pay close attention to the boss bars, because that becomes ridiculous at some point. So I'd say we're going out. For now, for the first run, I'm gonna equip my normal team. For the ones of you asking, basically all the time what I'm using, or what is the best team whatsoever, I can show you at least the team I'm using. I don't know if it's the actually best team, but it's the team I'm using. So, let me see real quick. Okay, so this is my current team, and I will explain to you why I'm using it. So first of all, we have the top supporter unit, Secret Agent. Always good. I can also show you the enchants. That's how it's looking. He's supporting every unit in this matchup, giving it a bonus of 315% damage per unit, if I got that right. Then TV Woman always encourages you, always gives you a boost, always reduces your damage, and even when you're dropping low, it can make you invincible for some time. Then Chief Clockman. Every 30 seconds refreshes a random skill city, always appreciated, can save your life as well, and free stuff sometimes. So, then next, we have the Titan Cameraman Wage Warriors, technically something that is also really strong. Also a unit that costs 2,500 Robux. I bought it a while ago to showcase it, but it's a giant scam. It never worked the way it was supposed to be. Still, I'm using it because it has quite some good damage. I might replace it at some point. That's probably, you know, the thing. Then we have Titan Drillman Zombie, who is nice because he has an ability where he's dragging all the enemies together and makes them bleed. Not the boss, but he makes everything else bleed. Good damage, putting them together, not letting them come to me. Awesome. Then we have the Titan Clockman Immortal. I recently reviewed it, who is also just a unit that makes me stronger, that causes a lot of damage, increases critical rate and damage, stuff like that. And also damages minions and the boss, also potential. Then, what do we have here? Then we have Titan TV Man Zombie. Just a good unit, to be honest. And for me, it also has quite some good stats. Is replaceable. I might actually go with GMan instead, because there's a lot of live stream going on. Oh yeah, he's actually not... Sorry, I made a mistake. Titan TV Man 2.0 Warriors is the one. I mixed that up. This is the one that I'm using because same as this one, same as... the new one, he is a total boss killer, because he does certain damage, 10% max SP damage on a boss, yeah, igniting it whenever it spawns, doing some other nice things, and also has really good enchants, if you ask me. And then we have Seraphim, has a lot of skill CD, and also is another burner. So as you can see, we're having a lot of burning, also doesn't go on bosses, but it's a good AoE clear, making for fast runs. And then we have Titan Speakerman Frenzy, does quite some nice damage, yeah, you can see he's doing quite a damage all the time, plus it applies a freeze effect with an infinite duration. Having stuff frozen, or like at least slow or even immobilized, is always helpful in Endless, because the less you run into mobs, the less they can kill you. It's quite helpful. Together with that, my setup in terms of skills is Forehand Shield to protect me, then Nuke for damage. And if you only have 2 skills, then remove Nuke and take Titan TV Man Death Ray, because it immobilizes stuff. On the passive ones, we have fast skill cooldown, so we can spam the skills more, and 2x freeze to freeze the bosses. This is my setup. And on the second run, I will be replacing, let me see who I'm gonna replace. Yeah, I think on the second run, I'm gonna replace Titan Speakerman Christmas Frenzy and put in the new not so broken unit. So I'd say we're gonna go, then we're gonna see us after the run. I hope that comparison made it more than clear how busted this new unit is. However, unfortunately, even if I said I have some good news, I also have bad news. The unit card I used in this video, if I can find it, doesn't exist in the game. Like, it exists, obviously, because I have it, but it's not available to free players. This is a never greed-only unit, which means if you didn't pay 1200 plus Robux, or 4500 as the unit window states, then you're never gonna try out this unit. You're never gonna level it, you're not gonna profit from the stats. It's a pure greed unit. Fortunately, though, after I made a public post in the Skibidi Warriors Discord saying that I'm not gonna make a video about this, because ZJ didn't add unit cards because he doesn't, I don't know, he hates free players, right? If it doesn't make him money, he doesn't care. After I said that, an admin called Milk agreed with me. He said, real, can't agree more, not gonna lie. And I'm happy that some people at least think about the people that don't have infinite amounts of money. And later on, a developer slash server manager messaged me and also told me that he would like to seriously consider my suggestion. He really likes my videos and even offered me unit try cards so I could show the unit. Let's hope that his words are honest, because that would be really nice if some people use their brain and actually also care for the people that make this, like, keep this game alive, not just the cashers, and actually at least give them unit cards, right? I'm not talking about making that shit free, even if it would be great, but I'm talking about at least unit cards. And that's why I have those cards, so I really hope that they're gonna put the unit cards in the game to be able to farm by everyone. Yeah, because A, we can't enchant them, okay? But at least use them for fucking 30 minutes. That shouldn't be so problematic, or more if you have more cards. I also received the Titan for GMan 2.0 Golden Stance card, so we might be reviewing this soon. So stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, and then I hope you enjoyed this video. Would be nice. Like, if you did, would be nice if you leave a like. And maybe a comment about what you want to see next. Then I hope you have a wonderful day. I'd love to see you next time. It is actually 7 AM and I've been working on this video for about 4 hours now. Please leave feedback. Have a good day. Bye bye.